Whoa! Happy Saturday, yo. Happy Saturday, y'all. I hope you're having a good day so far today. I'm having an alright day today. It's very sleepy. Sleepy Saturday. Sleepy Saturday. Hey, Cabal. Also, hey, Opa and hey, Diz. I said hi to y'all earlier, but hi again. How are y'all doing? Let me see. I wanted to do something real quick. Let me... Ah, hello! Hello, y'all! Dizber. I wanted to try doing that. Doodle, I did my workout for the day. Are you proud? I am very, very proud of you, Diz. Good on you for working out today. I also really love the little Diz paw emote. Diz slide paw. Yeah! You, over there, doing the workout. I'm proud of you. Was doing surveys to save up pennies. Nice! How much did you make today? Or how much have you made so far? I had a good Isaac run. Nice! Congrats, Opa. I know it can, it's really up to luck, plus some skill on how to play the game to get a good Isaac run. I've learned that from Draken. Wait, I'm very sleepy. Ow! Also, I may or may not shit during the stream. Hopefully not, but I'm very constipated. Like, I sat on the toilet for like 30 minutes earlier, and only tiny bit came out, and I'm like, body, why are you doing this to me? I want to have a giant poop log, okay? I don't want the tiny ones. I don't want the tiny pebbles. Oh shit, yeah, I want it to be like that, okay? But yeah, oh, you reached enough to afford Armored Core 6 after a few weeks of surveys. Nice, that's awesome. Making some nice pocket money. Doodle poops confirmed. Placing bets now. Should we do like a prediction or something? Will Doodle poop during stream? It's the tennis ball of beauty and grace. Hey Foster, hello. Thank you. I am indeed the tennis ball of beauty and grace, if I do say so myself. I'm glad that you think so too. But yeah, will Doodle have a shit during stream? Okay, let's do this. How do I prediction? Start prediction. Okay. So who will Doodle shit during the stream? Okay, and I'll put it as like 5 minutes. Let's go. It's betting time for all of us. Will Doodle have a shit? Betting no, sadly, yeah. Yeah, it's betting points. So like betting points here. Nice. It looks like we got yes, shit big is 1.5k points. No is 400. Damn, I think we've only done like a handful of predictions in the past. I think so when I started the prediction, it showed like 2 predictions we did in the past. We've only done 2 predictions. You bet the 1500? Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that you think so. We'll see. We'll see how long I stream. I bet 5k on the poops. Holy shit. You bet a whole 5k. You're going in big. Like the shit I'm gonna have. Or hope to have. But yes, hopefully. Holy shit indeed, yes. But hopefully I do shit sometime during this fine day. I have a Diet Coke with me, so hopefully the caffeine will help a little bit. Can we redeem points for coffee? I would have to like go and make the coffee, but I do have a Diet Coke with me, so maybe we can redeem points for a sip of the Diet Coke. Here, let's see. Rewards. Diet Coke has some caffeine in it. Add new custom reward. Sip? Well, I guess we could do it as the wellness pack, yeah. That's actually... That I'm lazy, so I don't want to make a new reward. So just do the wellness pack, and then it will keep me healthy too. It'll keep me stretching so I can move my bowels. Drink actual water? Okay, what if I drink actual water and also Diet Coke? Okay, there's the water. And there's the Diet Coke, and then I'll stretch. Yeah, that's a good one. No problem. I'm happy to actually stay hydrated. But I hope y'all having good shits today, as opposed to me. I hope y'all have gotten one big shit, at least in the past 24 hours. Yes, I did, thank you. Oh, hell yeah. Awesome. A day when you have a big shit is a good day indeed. But, moving on from shits, we're gonna be playing some more Last Window today. We're gonna be having some more, Kyle Hyde time. Because I know I'm always happy when I get to see a little Kyle Hyde. When I get to see a little Kyle smile. Kyle smile. I didn't even realize that rhymed. Kyle smile. Here. Happy Kyle. See, look. Y'all just saw Kyle. Y'all's day is 50% better already. I hope Kyle roasts someone again. I really hope so too. I live for the Kyle roast. This is a classic. But let me get Last Window up so we can start that, because I want to get to it. Because last time we stopped, I think it was when we snuck into the kitchen. So I wanna hear the juicy secrets that we get from, what's her name? Claire? I think that's her name. She's cute, but I forget her name all the time. Let's see. Here. Also, I can't believe this game released like 13 years ago. It actually released later than I thought it did. But that's probably because this is the second game. Hotel Dusk came out earlier. Let's see. Return to story. I don't want to read the novel. You think I want to read? Just kidding. I like reading, but I don't have the time for that right now. Okay. We're in the kitchen right now. Shit, poll closed. Oh shit. I thought you said it like, shit, the poll closed. Or, but no, the shit poll just closed. Okay, so we got 94% yes, I will shit big. 6% no. So whoever voted no, I think... Shit, poll closed. If I end up not shitting, the person who voted no will be getting quite a lot of votes. I think that was just Opa. Because, thank you for playing this role, Opa. If no one votes no, then the poll doesn't work. Someone has to vote at least one on each side. Yeah, shit poll closed versus shit poll closed. Oh, Mr. Hyde. I'm here, let's talk. Thanks for coming. So what was on your mind? Well, it's... Someone has to be the villain, that is true. Someone has to be the naysayer. It's what? I... She looks so pretty when she's like looking off to the side like that. Oh, right. Why are you smiling at me? Why are you smiling at me? What? Before I tell you what I wanted to say, there's something else I'd like to ask for your help with. Dad told me to open a jar of maple butter, but the lid's too tight. Oh, God. Our task for today, open a jar. Because man, and me strong. Would you mind doing it for me? No problem, give it to me. Oh my God, is this gonna be a mini game? Here you go. We got a jar of maple butter. I don't think I've ever had maple butter in my life. Well, actually, I've had it on like a breakfast thing, on like pancakes or something. Have y'all ever had maple butter? I guess it's just very sweet butter. The lid was on so tightly, I couldn't even get it to budge. I could have tried heating it, but the butter gets a funny taste when it's warmed. Maple butter sounds good. Yeah. Have you ever had maple butter? Maple butter. If it's anything like maple syrup mixed with butter, then yeah, that sounds about right. Because I feel like maple butter is like if you just wanted to combine the taste of putting syrup plus butter on a pancake. Because you put those two different things on, but what if you could just do it in one go with maple butter? I never knew it existed. I think I remembered it. I think I knew it existed at one point, but it like disappeared from my mind. It does sound tasty. It is tasty. But it's kind of like that 2-in-1 shampoo, right? How am I supposed to? Damn, my hand keeps slipping off. Gently stroking the lid. Not getting any joy here. I just need to try harder. Oh, do y'all have pancake mix? Are you gonna make pancakes? Can you use an item? It doesn't look like it. We have a notebook. There's no option to use the item at the bottom here. Am I gonna give up? Claire. Yes? Have you got anything we can use to get this thing open? Take your pick. You can use anything you like. Oh my God, this is a fucking mission to get the maple butter open before she will tell us anything that we want to know. We got stuff. Some kind of seasoning. If it ain't mayonnaise, I ain't interested. Oh my God, that's pretty base, Kyle. That's a base take. He says, for seasoning, if it ain't mayonnaise, I ain't interested. I also feel that way. I also like honey mustard, but I like mayo more. There's a clear glass jar perched on the bottom shelf. Oh, rubber bands? It's full of rubber bands. Maybe I can use one of them. Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is really good. Tomato puree. Bottle of wine, if only it wasn't for cooking. The wine's more for cooking than for drinking, I suspect. Yeah. I wonder what the difference between like cooking wine and regular wine is. I guess it's just like cheaper wine. Contains olive oil. I can and I will. Oh, hell yeah. Pancakeys for lunch. A can of mystery sauce. It's a mystery because there's no label. I hope Sydney knows what it is. Cooking wine tastes like hot garbo. Oh God. I guess it's cause like you're gonna be cooking it away, right? And you only really need the aftertaste, so it doesn't really matter what it tastes straight out of the bottle. Huge cans of food. They must buy in bulk. And that's a good way to save money. Can is full of mushrooms. Well, that was worth looking into. Okay, nothing else here. There's something in here. Is this the walk-in freezer or something? This shelf holds frying pans and saucepans. Some are stainless steel, some are aluminum. Pan for every occasion. 2 large bags sit up against the wall. Can't tell what's in them, but it looks like it could be some of Claire's fancy coffee beans. Yeah, not as much alcohol burns away as people say, but you're right about it just needing to be like a wine ghost. I like that, a wine ghost. Yeah, it just needs to be like the ghost of the wine left over. Like you're not gonna be tasting it directly. There's a chalkboard. If I look closely, I can just about see some writing that hasn't been fully erased. It appears to have been a list of ingredients they needed to buy more of. That makes sense. Okay. Now what's in here? The refrigerator is locked with a large bolt. It's made of iron and looks more than sturdy enough to do its job of keeping me out. It's so strange. You have cooking wine and cooking sherry, but it's not really cooking rum or cooking vodka. It's just rum and vodka. Wait, I've never heard of cooking sherry before. So it's rum mixed with vodka that you use for cooking? That's very strange. There's a big old sink and some cupboards underneath it too. The sink is very clean. Glad they're not washing the dishes in a dirty sink. Yeah, I'm very glad. Clean plates. There's a row of large cupboards. I better not open them. Some dishes might fall out and hit me on the head. I'm glad he has the foresight for that. They're all very old and used, but they're well maintained. Okay, I think we're not gonna find anything else besides the rubber bands. It's in place and ready to fry some eggs. Yeah. Well, okay, last thing, let's look at the table over here. This is probably where they wanted us to look first, honestly. Like cooking sherry similar to cooking wine in that there's a culinary version inferior to the kind people normally drink. Oh, okay. But those are the only 2 types of alcohol I can think of that have food-specific versions. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I'm trying to think about, like, if they have food-specific versions, but if they don't, like, if they're not used commonly enough, you could just use the regular version of it. Okay. A little table. A metal workstation with its own sink. It's a lot of the relics in this place, it's pretty beat up. Some recipes. Some kind of tin can. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find anything here either. Maybe that's why. Rum is more specialized, but wine appears in many recipes. Yeah, like maybe rum isn't used commonly enough where, like, people find it profitable to make a cooking specific version. Yeah, there isn't enough call and it's cheaper, like Cabal said. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Rum is... Hey, ow! Welcome. Thank you for the resub. I hope you're having a good day so far. How you doing? Well, I didn't know that rum is mostly in Caribbean cooking. Okay, so... let's try and open up the jar with a rubber band. Hi Doodle, I'm well thanks. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little sleepy. I could use some more sleep. I might take a nap after stream. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad you're doing well. Vodka in Russian and ex-Soviet satellite country cuisine. Oh, that makes sense. You're having pizza later? Hey, what kind of pizza are you thinking? There was a poop poll earlier. Yeah, we have a prediction for the stream. Will I go to the bathroom in the middle of the stream to take a poop? Because it's been on the burner for a while. Shitty frozen Totino's pizza that I love so much. Oh, I feel that. It's kind of like how I really like chicken taquitos. Like, taquitos are the shit. Possibly. So currently the prediction sits at 94% of the points being for yes, and 6% saying no. So people are really hoping nice shit. Okay, Claire. Hey, Mr. Hyde, any luck with that jar I gave you? Oh shit, how am I supposed to... Oh, am I supposed to look in my bag or something? Okay, time to try and open up the maple butter can. Isla and I got great value DiGiorno's pizzas. Ooh, that sounds good. It is good for you to relieve your bowels, yes, but maybe not on stream. I don't know. Like I was sitting on the toilet for like 30 minutes earlier and not much luck. I was very sad. You know that feeling where you just like you could just feel it. It's ready, but your body doesn't want to let go of it yet. It's just like I'm lonely. I want this here with me. Okay, so how am I supposed to use the rubber band? Frog cake, please. Frog cake, please. Okay, I gotta look up a guide for this opening of a can shit. Like, I am not... Some of the mini games in this game. Okay, last window, open maple butter. If you need to take a long break, maybe you could put on a video to entertain us, like a teacher does for the class, yeah. Just like a long video, like how it's made, I don't know. DiGiorno's pizzas, or like Totino's pizza rolls. Doodle, are you suggesting that constipation is a symptom of empty nest syndrome of the bowels? Wait, what's empty nest syndrome? Is it like how the like it just wants to stay there? Okay, class, I gotta shit my brains out here. Watch Neverending Story. Definitely a good idea if you're a teacher. Actually, there's no need for a band. From the YouTube video of it, the person just kept tapping and sliding. The lefty loosey righty tighty. Use the elastic band. You will find them on the shelves. But how do I use the elastic band? Oh, maybe I combine it. Oh, I totally forgot about the other thing. Let me try with the rubber band. Okay. I totally forgot that you could combine items in this game. Yeah! Oh, hell yeah! Wait, I didn't know that that was a thing. You can open up a jar with a rubber band? Empty nest syndrome is when a set of parents gets depressed when all their kids move out. Oh, it's like my bowels will get depressed if it lets go of my last poop. It'll be like, no, I don't want to let it go. That's got it. Wow, Mr. Hyde, you're stronger than you look. What the fuck does that mean? Clever too, that rubber band really did the trick. It's an old trick I learned. It stops the lid from slipping when you turn it. Oh. Here's the jar. Thanks. Here, I'll give you this back too. I only needed it to get the lid off that jar. He means Kyle apparently looks weak as shit. That's what I got from it, but like... Come on, he's probably stronger. I mean... So Claire, this wasn't the reason you wanted to talk to me, right? No, Mr. Hyde. Then please enlighten me. What's the problem? Well, it's about Dad. I want you to talk to him for me. About what? It's been 7 years since Mom and Dad split up. I wanted to know if there was a special person in his life. You know, someone he could be happy with. So you have your suspicions then? Yeah, kind of. But I think he should tell me if he does. I'm his daughter after all. Problem is, I can't bring myself to ask him directly. And you think it'll be any easier coming from me? No, not really, but... Oh, what can I do? So she wants to ask if her dad has like a girlfriend or something. I never really... Well, I guess I kind of get this because like my mom and dad split up as well. And like I would ask my mom like, oh, you gonna get a boyfriend or something? And like some of her friends would try and set her up. But she was like, yeah, no, I've already gone through like two husbands. You know, like I don't need any more men in my life. Hey, hold your horses, I'll do it. Just got to pick the right moment to ask. You're wonderful, Mr. Hyde, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna ask Sydney if he's banging anyone. Just gotta save in case we can fuck up. Oh yeah, did y'all have breakfast today? I had Popeyes. I had Popeyes for brekkie. It was pretty good. It didn't help with making me feel any less sleepy though, because it's fried food. Cindy, your dad is mega gay, and also I'm his boyfriend. It's like, hey, you seeing anyone, Sydney? And he's like, what are you implying with that, Kyle? Is there a reason you're asking me whether I'm free? Bam, fan fiction. Bam, they're dating. I better head back to my room. What's this? Oh, hey, Mr. Hyde, didn't realize you were still around. I'm just leaving. Okay, catch you later. I had leftover lemon chicken and rice for breakfast. Ooh, that sounds good. I like chicken with a bit of lemon. And rice is always good. Rice is like a comfort food. So I think we go back to our room. I don't think we can ask Sydney about the thing yet. I haven't eaten anything yet, but I will. I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, but y'all are gonna be having some pancakes. Diz and Gabal will have pizza for breakfast. Pizza pancakes. Is that a thing? Are pizza pancakes a thing? Someone's coming out of Betty's room. Oh no. Is it Rex? I know that voice. Oh, it's her. Why would Marie be visiting Betty in her room? Sigh. Oh, what's up? Hey, Marie. What's going on? Mr. Hyde. There's nothing going on, really. Excuse me. Okay, that's the answer of like, there's something going on. Marie goes back into her own room. What did they get up to in Betty's room? Might be a good idea to find out. What, are we gonna... Okay. Let's just knock the door. Hey, Betty, you having an affair with Marie? I never considered pizza pancakes before. It might be a thing, though. It might be. Let me see. Pizza pancakes. Apparently it is a thing. It's like you like mix pizza stuff in the batter. So it's you use biscuit/baking mix. You put Italian seasoning, some milk, Parmesan or mozzarella cheese, pizza sauce, pepperoni. At least this recipe has pepperoni and like green pepper and stuff. That looks good. Holy shit. These like savory pancakes. Images online surprisingly don't look terrible. Yeah. I imagine they're just kind of like, I don't know, like savory pancakes and stuff, which I'm totally a fan of savory pancakes. Oh, hello, Mr. Hyde. What can I do for you? Savory pancakes are yum. I especially recommend Vietnamese pancakes. But it's kind of hard to get them in stores. It's probably easier to just make them yourself. They just require a specific type of batter. And you can put, like, meat in it or veggies or something. I happened to notice that Marie was here just now. Yeah, she only just left, actually. What did she want? Well, Mr. Hyde, why are you so keen on finding out things that don't concern you? I'm worried about her, that's why. Worried? Why? Because when I've talked to her, she's given me more than enough reason to be. So, are you taking a fancy to her then? I guess she told you all about the money, right? What the fuck? Vietnamese food is typically pretty consistently awesome. It really is. Vietnamese food be good. So she came to you to discuss money? I'm afraid I can't say. She swore me to secrecy. She told me explicitly not to breathe a word to anyone. And that includes you, Mr. Hyde. I see. And that's all I have to say. Goodbye. Well, I guess she probably doesn't want to say anything after I called her lonely and a sucker for the soft touch. Betty returns to the confines of her room. Yeah, I don't think she wants to get roasted again. Oh shit, I went past the room. Let's check our phone first then. Yeah. I don't think we're on good terms with Betty. Time to give Rachel a call. Call. Bread Crown, how may I help you? It's me. I'll pass you over to Ed. Thanks. He did roast her to perfection. I hope that we get more of their interactions in this chapter. Hyde, I've got some fresh info on the incident 13 years ago on Frank Raver. I called in a favor from an old friend, and this is what came back. Firstly, listen up, as this is important. It turns out that Frank Raver was not in charge of that case. I forget who the fuck Frank Raver is. Who's Frank Raver again? I don't think, if I don't remember, then y'all probably don't remember either. Hey Eli, thank you for the fart. How's it going? When the incident occurred all those years ago, Frank Raver was away from the front line pushing pencils at some desk. Desk work. Right. When he was young, he was one hell of a cop. He was among the best. But the force began to move with the times and his methods came under fire. Then during his 40s, an internal investigation revealed certain things that resulted in him being relegated from the front lines. Whoa, how's your Saturday going so far? Isn't that the grumpy old man? Oh yeah. The grumpy old man with the cassette tape that we listened to. So that's what happened. But what's Frank's connection to the victim? Oh yeah. Yeah, same feeling, Cabal. I'm like, oh yeah. That's something I haven't gotten to the bottom of yet. Why would a retired detective who wasn't even in charge of this case be connected to the victim? And why is he investigating the incident now? Once again, I've forgotten what day it is. I feel you. The only reason I remember kind of what day it is because I work a day job. But whenever I have like vacation or something like that, I just kind of forget all sense of time. I know, it smells fishy. It seems the incident went something like this. The party to commemorate the last day of the hotel was on the first floor. At some point during the festivities, Kathy, the owner's wife, disappeared. When she failed to reappear, the owner asked a member of the staff to take a look around. It didn't take long before he discovered her body. It appeared that she died of cyanide poisoning from the wine she drank. The cyanide was discovered in a bag laying next to the body. When the LAPD assessed the death, their initial reaction was to treat it as a suicide. But after forensics revealed that her prints were not on the cyanide container, and her hugely expensive ring had been taken, the type changed to blah 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 blah. I moved forward in the dialogue before I even finished reading it. Now they believed it was possible that she'd been murdered. The biggest problem they faced was that large numbers of guests had come and gone throughout the evening, making gathering statements difficult. Also, the bottle Kathy's wine came from went missing. They couldn't find enough evidence for the case to be solved. So was her body really found in room 404, or was that just a rumor? No, that part seems to check out. I see. You know, that room is still in the exact state it was back then. You mean the crime scene is still there? Precisely. Ed, can I ask you something? Damn, it wasn't touched. It wasn't moved. Go ahead. When you were on the Force, did you really not know Frank Raver? Are you serious? I've already told you that I didn't. What are you trying to say? Nothing, just my senses tingling again. Kyle's he's got the tingle. Something's tingling. I just wanted to double check that you and he weren't old acquaintances. As I told you before, I knew his name, but we never knew each other. Hi, the man who had Frank removed from the front line was my ex-boss. Hugh Speck? Huge pecs? Yeah, him. Listen, I'll keep looking for more clues about Frank and the murder. I'll see what I can dig up on your Scarlet Star, too. That's all I got to say for now. Here's Rachel. Thank you, Ed. Hello, Kyle? About tomorrow. How are the plans going? Oh yeah, we're gonna meet up with Rachel and Mila for Din Din. How does 7 o'clock at De Leonardo sound? Spending Christmas Eve at a nice Italian place isn't bad at all, if you ask me. Sounds good. I'll leave you to think of a present for Mila, and make sure you don't forget. Oh, I like her smile there. Got it. God, we gotta get a present for Mila too? Fuck. We gotta pay our rent, we gotta get a present. Being a father figure is hard work. My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's that? Betty? Can you spare a moment? I want to talk to you about something. This is strange, you wanting to talk to me, I mean. I'm full of surprises. But look at this place. Have you even started your moving preparations, Mr. Hyde? Do you even have a place to go? Save your worries for someone else. Now, what have you got to say to me? It's about Marie. I'm listening. Please don't pull such a scary face. It's about what happened when she came to my room earlier. Weren't you not gonna tell me about what happened? Didn't you already make it clear that you didn't want to talk about that? Yeah. That was then, this is now. It's been like 10 fucking minutes. And well, I've thought it over and decided I'd better tell you. You don't mind, do you? Tell me what happened. Marie asked me to do something. She wanted me to buy a ring from her. A ring? Yeah, the one that she blamed Tony for stealing just a few days ago. Seems she's in need of cash and resorted to selling her ring. Go on. She said I could have it for $500. A 3-carat diamond ring for $500. That's what I thought too. I said that the price she was asking was way lower than the value of the ring, but she insisted that as long as the money was in cash, the price was acceptable. So, I bought it. Uh-oh. After reflecting on what had happened, though, I began to think. It doesn't make sense to sell something that cheaply, even if you needed the money. I even considered that the diamond in the ring could be a fake. I was wondering if you could take a look at it for me. Do you think it's real, Mr. Hyde? I got something in my Fronge teeth. Fronge tooth. Teeth. I'm not a jeweler, you do know that, right? I wouldn't be able to tell a real diamond from a fake one if they were labeled. I was worried you might say that. What can I do? Maybe I shouldn't have agreed to buy the thing after what she told me. What did she tell you? She told me the reason why she needed to get rid of it. Oh, what am I going to do? If you can't help me, maybe Dylan can. Dylan might have a way of telling if it's a real diamond or not. How would he know that? Okay, so why did Marie want to get rid of the ring, and how is Dylan able to, like... What's that word called when you, like, assess a diamond's worth? I guess assessing? I don't know. Also, I just realized that Betty is wearing, like, a turtleneck underneath her shirt, or underneath her jacket. That's actually kind of cool. I like the like turtleneck jacket bow look. Why did Marie want to get rid of her ring? She said that she doesn't like the idea of keeping it any longer. I have no idea what that's called. Yeah, it's oh, appraisal. Appraisal? Maybe something like that? Really? Why is that? She told me about the circumstances the ring was given to her under, and how she couldn't keep it any longer knowing what she knew. That might be it. Yeah! Knowing words, vocabulary. See, what kind of circumstances were they? I thought you'd have been able to guess by now. I think she was trying to say that the guy who gave her the ring was no good. Maybe he'd bought it for another woman, or maybe he got it on the cheap. That's what I think anyway. That's the kind of reason a woman would get rid of a nice ring like this. I see. Yeah, the triumph of lexicon. I remember when I learned what lexicon was in like middle school or something, and I thought it was like hot shit for knowing it. And also knowing like phalanges as like for fingers, like as a word for fingers. What makes you think Dylan will know if it's a real diamond? Well, one of his hobbies is collecting rare stones, for one. He knows these things. He was boasting once about having one of those special magnifying glasses, too. So why didn't you cut out the middleman and go straight to him at the beginning? Because I didn't want to spread this kind of stuff around, that's why. Dylan tends to keep a close eye on everyone, closer than we'd all like. Oh, even she knows about that? I just like knowing archaic as fuck vernacular. I really didn't want to break the promise I made to Marie. What promise did you make to her? Well, it wasn't the promise, like, not to tell anyone. I promised her I wouldn't tell anyone about buying the ring from her. You promised her that? Well, it looks like you've broken it anyway. That's different. It's you, Mr. Hyde. I know I can trust you to keep this to yourself. That's good praise. He is good at keeping secrets. You're not planning to tell Marie that I told you, are you? Maybe you should have made me promise you that at the start. Yeah, maybe I should have. Ah, why did I have to buy it? Marie told me that she got it from her dead brother as a present. So this is the ring that Mike Porter gave her. Betty. What? Could you show me the ring? Betty, would you mind if I borrowed the ring for a little while? Not at all, go ahead. Huh. I received the ring from Betty. I'll leave it to you to find out whether the ring is genuine or not. Yeah, no sweat. Okay, well, I'll see you later then. There she goes. I suppose I could borrow Dylan's magnifying glass and take a look. Are we gonna be like... Okay, this is like the days without internet, right? How are we supposed to appraise this diamond with just a magnifying glass, not knowing anything? I guess we gotta pay a little visit to our friend Dylan. Our Snoopy friend Dylan. I think this is his room. You gotta feel it. You gotta look at it and you gotta feel it and you gotta caress it lovingly. Thank you for the wellness pack. Okay, stretch. Water and Diet Coke for the caffeine. I can feel like like Diz said, you gotta feel it, but I feel the poop. I feel the poop, but it's just not ready. It's so frustrating. It's just sitting there like a fucking block in my tummy. Not my tummy, but my butt. Hello, Mr. Hyde. Have you got a moment? We believe in you, poop. Looking down, I believe in you, poop. You can do it. Mind crap. Sure, what can I help you with? Could you lend me your magnifying glass? My what? You know, the thing you use to check precious stones. I heard you got one. Well, you heard right, I've got one, but why would you want to borrow it? I wanted to check out a jewel. A jewel? Oh no, that was the wrong thing. Forgive me, but that sounds a little odd coming from you. What would you be doing with a jewel? I feel the poop. It's just not ready. Thank you for the quote, Opalite. Yeah, Lamp Manotsuki is cute. Manotsuki is cute in general. That's also very true. Okay, time to save. Well, it is Christmas soon. That's true, but I bought a ring as a present for somebody, and I'd like to check the condition before I give it to them. Yes, I can see why you're keen now. I've got one all right. But do you know how to assess the quality of jewels, Mr. Hyde? Of course I do. Bald-faced lie. I'm showered and moisturized. Pancakes are gonna hit so good. Oh yeah, you're showered, you're moisturized, you're well rested. You're gonna make some good as fuck pancakes. I hope they're tasty. Lamp Manotsuki's defining feature is that she's very bright. She is bright. Of course she's bright. You are well rested? Oh hell yeah, I'm glad I guessed right. How did you know? I don't know. So I assume that since this is your first meal of the day that you had rested earlier and woken up like kind of recently. I don't know. I could just feel the Diz well rested vibes. I've been interested in crystals and stuff for as long as I can remember. Last night was the most I'd slept in a week? Oh hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad that you slept well. Crystals and stuff. I never had you pegged as that kind of person, Mr. Hyde. Well, you know, I had a magnifying glass of my own a while back, but I lost it. That's a shame. Anyway, Betty told me. She mentioned that you were into this kind of stuff, and I figured I'd ask. She got that right. I just can't get over the fact that you're a fellow enthusiast, Mr. Hyde. Oh no. Oh no. Diz typically gets decent sleep if they get enough. That's good. I know that sometimes I can like oversleep and then I just feel not as well rested as I probably should. Like, you know, that when you sleep like a few hours too many and you're like all groggy and stuff. I slept better than I did yesterday. Christ, yesterday was a challenge. Oh, did you not sleep very well? This has made my day. Glad to hear it, Dylan. Please come in, Mr. Hyde. We can talk more inside. Sure. Oh no, we gotta keep up the act that like we're into crystals or something. Doodle gets hundreds on Pokemon Sleep. He's so strong. Yes, I do get like close to 100 or hundreds in Pokemon Sleep. But sometimes that sleep is just like, I pass out, I wake up, and I'm like, I'm still so sleepy. Passes out, wakes up a few hours later. Oh god, I slept too much. I had the most horrific nightmare yesterday. I'll tell you about it elsewhere. Okay. Aw, I'm sorry that you had a nightmare. I'm glad that you slept better last night. Dylan, would you like to see my crystal collection? Sure, why not? There are some on the shelves and others on top of the table. Feel free to take a look. We've already looked at his crystal collection earlier when we were like hanging out in his room. Pink crystal with white veins. I do like crystal collecting. I never did it myself, but crystals are cool. Open notebook. A magnifying glass. Yeah, today is way better. Fronge stream improves it further. Nice, I'm glad. The other day I had nightmares one after the other and woke up like, that's enough sleep for today. Yeah, it's like you have a nightmare, you wake up, you're like, okay. Hope this resets it, goes back to sleep. Another nightmare, wake up, you're like, I don't feel like sleeping anymore. I have like some weird dreams sometimes. Like, you ever have like those fever dreams where like you don't sleep too deeply, but like you keep waking up and like you go back to sleep and you continue the same fever dream and you're like, ugh. Crystal collecting is fun. They sit there prettily and give good vibes. They really do, and like you can look at them from all different kinds of angles and stuff. This must be the magnifying glass Betty told me about. Hey Dylan, what is it? That's a magnifying glass for examining crystals, right? This one's for examining jewels, but it'll give you some great close-ups of crystals too. It's something no enthusiast should be without. You should get one too, Mr. Hyde. Mine is great for up to 10 times magnification, so it's perfect for jewels. I see. Would you mind if I use this, Dylan? Not at all, go ahead. And feel free to take a closer look at some of my stuff too. Thanks. Oh, he has a phone call. I better get that. Excuse me, Mr. Hyde. Okay, I understand, but it looks like this call's gonna drag on for a while. Maybe I can use this time to get familiar with that magnifying glass. Yeah, and pull off his fucking lie. I don't know how Kyle can lie like that. Like, I'm kind of bad at lying to people. Okay, so we should get the ring. Look at it here. Okay, so how the fuck do I... Oh. Move it up close. Whoa! Whoa! Oh. There's something in the middle. I can see something through the diamond. Can't be sure, but it looks as if there's something engraved into the ring. Oh. A bird. Oh! It's the same bird that's on his notebook. Huh? There's a design engraved into the base of the ring. It looks like... I put the magnifying glass back on the table. Huh? The picture in this notebook. It's... Why would Dylan have the same design here as I found on the base of the ring? Oh no! He knows! No! Dylan, why are you so creepy? Yeah, I hope your sleep treats you better too, Opa. I'm okay, it was just a one-off day. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay now. But, yeah, those days are not fun. Mr. Hyde. Yeah? How'd you get on with the magnifying glass? No problem at all. It's great examining the tiny details on stones using this, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Have you ever thought that there's a tiny planet inside precious stones like these? A tiny planet? If you view the cut edges up close using the magnifying glass, you can see all kinds of grooves, valleys, and caves. It's a spectacular sight. I don't think I'll ever tire of looking. Is that just a JPEG of a diamond? It probably is. I mean, this is the DS era. They probably just put a JPEG there. Viewing crystals like this is much more interesting than looking at diamonds. I'm sure you feel the same, right? Yeah, you got that right. He's getting suspicious. Kyle looks concerned. I mean, this guy over on the right looks concerned too. Eating some of the senbei crackers you sent, Doodle. They're so good. I'm glad. They're so tasty. They're so addicting too. Like, I can't get enough of them. You have to be careful not to eat too much. But thankfully they come in packs of 2. So like, if you put them away after taking out a pack, it's pretty easy to hold back. Yeah. Dylan, have you got a moment? What is it? What's that you've drawn in your notebook on the table? You mean the picture? It's a condor. A condor? Yes, that's right. A huge bird from the Andes that preys on animals. So why did you draw a condor? No reason. I was just trying to recreate something I saw up on the 4th floor. Oh, that's kind of suspicious. Condor is the name of that, like, jewel, crime ring. Like, the crime ring that steals jewelry. And so Marie's ring has a condor on it. Does that mean, like, her ring was stolen? Like, because her brother gave it to her, so maybe he got a stolen ring. What kind of picture did you see up there? One of the rooms up there has a picture of a condor on the wall. It was stuck in my mind, and I thought I'd have a go at drawing it. Which room was it in? It was 406. Hey, Dylan. Thanks for letting me take a look around in here. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Thanks again. Oh yeah, wasn't he like offering to give us information? Are we just not gonna talk to him about his offer? Why would the hotel's condor symbol be engraved on Marie's ring? What does this symbol mean? Not only that, there was something on Frank's tape too. The state of the 4th floor is just as it was 13 years ago. My initial sweep of room 404, where Kathy McGrath's body was found, is complete. Before vacating this building, I must find the lost items connected with Condor. Condor? That picture in room 406 has got me thinking. 3 p.m. It's 3 p.m. Actually, oh my god, it's exactly 3 p.m. where I am too. Am I following along in the story at the same time as Kyle Hyde? Are Kyle and me synced up right now? Okay, so I think the next step is to go up to room 406, probably. Kyle, my beloved, yes, hello BP. I'm glad that you have joined for our weekly Kyle time. How are you doing? Alright, let's go up to the 4th floor. Let's get our shit. Okay, is the door stop here? No? Do we still have it in our inventory? I opened the fire door exactly as Dylan said to, then walked through it. Okay, I'm glad that we get to skip all of that. Is the door stop here? I guess maybe he already put it there. 406. This door is locked. It's not gonna budge. Who's that? Oh, Dylan knew that we would come up here. Oh my god, Dylan, stop following us around. What the fuck? You're freaky. You're freaking me out. I had a feeling I'd find you here, Mr. Hyde. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. You're here to take a look at the condor picture, right? Yeah, what if I am? The problem is that the door to this room is locked, and without the key, you can't get inside to look around. So it would seem. You want me to open it up for you? You got a key then? Of course, Mrs. Patrice gave me the spare keys. I can get into any room I like. Dylan, your aura is rather green today, Kyle. How peculiar. Is that a quote from a character? I don't think I know that quote, but it does seem very Dylan. For maintenance purposes, of course. I'll unlock it for you. There you go. It's open now. Thanks. No? Oh, okay. Your aura is looking very green today. This is a creepy room. Especially the bed, all covered in stuff. I just followed my heart and it seemed like something he would say. It does seem like something he would say. Very, very like off-putting, creepy, mysterious. This is it, Mr. Hyde. The room where the condor picture is. Where's the picture of the condor? Where do you think? Cut the crap, Dylan. Go on, have a look around and try to find it. You would have needed to look around anyway if I hadn't accompanied you here. Yeah, you've got a point. Anyway, I've got to go. I'll come back and lock up later. I like how Dylan is just like helping us out, but also he's just like, yeah, do it yourself. Is he gonna kill us? I have no idea. So I think that Dylan isn't malicious. He's just strange. He's very strange. He likes snooping. Okay, so condor picture. It might be in the safe. There's like a big safe here. There's an old safe with a dial on it next to the wall. A large filing cabinet. The drawers are all locked, so I can't open them. Has a thick layer of dust on top of it. They really need to be washed or thrown out. Yeah, those fucking those curtains look dirty as fuck. I hope he comes back wearing a condor fursuit leotard combo and screeches right in Kyle's ear. It would fit his behavior so far. Yeah, his behavior has been like kind of chaotic. So that would fit it. But like, I don't know if I want to see Dylan in all his glory in a fursuit leotard. I feel like that would I wouldn't be able to get that out of my head. There's a discolored leather-bound book on top of the table. It has a star symbol on the cover. A star? Marie told me about this. Oh, the Scarlet Star. My brother and husband used the word, along with others working in the hotel. It was a sort of secret code linked to the closing down party. You know, why is this Hotel Dusk sequel rated M? Because of Dylan. Because we get to see him in a fursuit leotard. I take the old album. Okay, it looks like there are paintings here. There's some pictures. Some picture frames have been wrapped up in material and left on this table. They've been tied up too securely for me to unwrap them and take a look. Aw, that sucks. There's a picture on the wall. The frame is slightly worn from age. It's an old photograph of Hotel Cape West from the outside. It looks like it's from back when the hotel first opened. Oh, here? A condor? Huh? That design. Okay, let's take this off. There's something underneath the frame. How do I... Oh, I see. I just needed to lift it up off of the nail. Why the fuck is there... Why is it on the wallpaper? The pictures come off the wall. Ah! Found it. There's a picture of a condor drawn on the wall. This must be what Dylan was talking about. Now, why would this picture also be engraved on Marie's ring? I mean, didn't her brother also work here? I mean, it would make sense if something her brother gave her would be related to the hotel. Okay, some carpets and stuff. I don't think there's anything else here. I think. Nothing's happening as we try to leave, so I feel like there might be something else. Because this game really loves to just, like, stop you in the middle of your tracks as you're, like, trying to go somewhere and be like, hey, maybe I should go to this place next. The wash basin is covered in layers of moisture and dust. Ugh. The mirror is caked in dirt, and the frame is orange from all the rust. I think going near the wash basin and mirror has actually made me dirtier. That's funny. I hate it when, like, So sometimes it takes me a while to get the motivation to clean my bathroom. And, like, it just kind of sucks when, like, you get, like, a lot of hair and dust on the sink and you try to clean it and then it just clumps up and it's kind of gross. Dust is the worst. Okay, I don't think there's anything else here. Let's investigate the condor pattern one last time before leaving. Okay, now let's go. We're good. Do. I'm not a huge fan of the music in this area. The design in room 406 is the same as the one I found engraved on Marie's ring. That condor design's got me thinking. Before I get stuck into that, though, I'd better let Betty know what I found. Yeah, let Betty know that she's gonna have a ring associated with a crime ring. I don't think she would know that. I don't think she would like that. It is a pretty ring, though. Okay, I had the urge to poop a little bit earlier, but now that urge has gone away. I think it got sucked up by my body. Hi. Have you got a moment, Betty? Happy Kyle! Look at him all happy. Also, hey Koro, how's it going? How you doing? Oh, it's you, Mr. Hyde. Try not to get too excited. Were you waiting for somebody? No, not really. I've checked out that ring for you. Doing good. I'm glad you're doing well, Koro. Happy belated birthday. Thank you for stopping on by with your squinkly self. Or wait, today is your birthday. Sorry, I keep getting the days mixed up. I already said happy birthday to you. It's not belated, it's now. I thought it was the future. I thought it was... Happy birthday, Koro! Happy birthday! Do you have any plans for your birthday, or are you just gonna relax and chill? See, you did? Yeah. You'd better come in. Oh, are we gonna get to see Betty's room? Wow, her room is really nice. She did a lot to this place. Like this is Betty's room. It's so bright, especially compared to Kyle's depressing fucking room. My father and me have COVID now, so no big things. Oh shit, your dad has COVID now too. I hope that y'all feel better soon. I know. No bug. No bugs in this house. The bugs are afraid of the COVID. But I hope you're feeling better, or you're staying feeling better, Coral, because I remember you said that like you were feeling all right, or at least better than it was initially. I hope your dad's feeling all right too. Not too bad. It's completely fine. This is a sweet day. I'm glad. I'm glad that it's a sweet day for you because it's your birthday, your special birthday. Betty, tell me what you found out about the ring. I'm sorry about this, but checking whether the diamond in your ring is genuine or not, well, it may not be as easy as I thought. It won't? Did Marie tell you anything about the history of the ring? No, not a thing. Looks like Betty hasn't got a clue about the condor mark or its meaning. Is there something wrong, Mr. Hyde? Not really, it's just that I remembered something when I was staring at the ring. Remembered what? It's the motherfucking 12th of August! Yeah. Something Marie told me about. She was telling me how she came to have it. She got it as a present from her brother before he died 13 years ago. Are you serious? I certainly didn't know that. It's true, I'm afraid. Her parents died when she was very young, and her brother looked after her. They were very close, and the ring was a present from him to her. I'm sure that ring has great sentimental value for her. You're right, it must have, but she didn't breathe a word of that to me when we spoke. I imagine she was worried that you would have refused to buy it. This may not be what you want to hear, but I think you should return it to her. I'm sure it'd be for the best. You may be right. I would never have bought it if I'd known all the facts. Yours is the 12th of September. Ooh, next month. Exactly a month, actually. I don't think I'm up to handing it back to Marie myself. Would you mind doing it for me, Mr. Hyde? Tell her she can keep the money. You sure about this? Yeah, completely. Well, if you say so, I'll return the ring. Huh? Looks like I'm popular today. Let me see who that is. Yeah, happy early birthday! Betty opens the door to see who it is, and steps out into the hallway.
5 months of Fronge. Best 5 months of my life. Darf der Fronge Diddle 78 Skihippe.
Oh, I'm glad, BP. 5 months of Fronge, 5 months of BP. Thank you for the resub. Damn, 5 months already. Oh, I want to send the little Fronge cheer hypers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see, I can hear the voices of Betty and her visitor from beyond the closed door. You said you'd give it back to me today, right? Yes, of course. Here you go. Sorry about that. Who was it? Just a friend. Nobody you know, Mr. Hyde. Okay, then. I feel like that was Rex. I mean, that was the other time, you saw her with someone. I think it's time I got out of your hair. Of course. Fades out of existence. I love those transitions where they just kind of, like, disappear. I leave Betty's room. Okay, so I guess now... Oh! Was it him? Suspicious! It's, whatever the fuck his name is. Charles! Okay, Charles, the French guy. So it was you in Betty's room just now? Yeah, that's right. For a moment, I was certain it was that other person who'd paid her a visit. Guess that means you came to see Betty then, too. Yes, I did. I was there to collect the key that I'd lent her. Like, Charles, I feel like, okay, so he probably talks with a French accent or something, but I am not confident at all in my accents. I would not be able to do it. Who do you mean? Who did you think had come to see her? Betty's new boyfriend, of course. Her boyfriend? Yes. Yes, sexy Charles. The last time I went to see her in her room, he was also there. What's his name? I didn't ask, sorry. What can you tell me about him? Let me think. Well, there was something I didn't like about him, and he certainly doesn't live in this building. Well, that's probably Rex. Rex isn't really a pleasant fellow. Which key did she borrow? It was the key to room 205. 205? That's vacant, isn't it? Why have you got the key to that room in the first place? I've been looking after it for Billy. Ah, right, your friend. Yes, Billy Christie. He was here until the end of last month. We went to the same university. Who is this Billy fellow? Even though he's moved out, we still meet each other from time to time at university. When I spoke to him 3 days ago, he asked if I could return the spare key for room 205 to Mrs. Patrice. The spare key? Yes, that's right. Apparently he couldn't find the spare key when he was moving out, so he couldn't give it back to Mrs. Patrice in person. He managed to find it in the end, though, when he checked through his things again. That's the key that Betty borrowed. Yeah, why did she need it? Also, thank you for the wellness pack. Oh, stretch. No, thank you for the food. Okay, so I might need to go to the bathroom. So I'll BRB. I don't think I'm gonna poop, but probably just pee. I just really need to pee right now, probably because of the caffeine. So I will BRB, and feel free to take a break too, y'all. And I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we back. You want to know the results? I pooped, baby. I pooped. It was a respectable size poop. It wasn't huge, but it was respectable. It wasn't like tiny. Yeah! And sorry about if there was a misunderstanding that it had to be big, but you also, you voted for the good of everyone, Opalite, because someone had to vote no. Otherwise, the prediction wouldn't have worked. So, yes, it was a poop. I pooped. It went out. It was pretty easy too. I don't know, but yes, respectful. Okay, let's distribute the rewards. Okay, waiting for a result. How the fuck do we do a result for a prediction? The prediction. Choose outcome. Yes. Okay, complete prediction. All right, there. Our first prediction in a while. We should do these more often. I do like predictions, but I always forget that, I never really think, oh, this could be a prediction or something. I just kind of I don't know, go along with the flow. Thank y'all for participating, those who did, or those who had the chance to. Alright, let's see what's up with Charles, our French friend. Why did Betty need the spare key? She just asked me for it one day. When she heard that I was looking after it for Billy, she said she wanted to borrow it. What made Betty ask to borrow the spare key to room 205 in the first place? I think that was because her boyfriend had asked to borrow it. Oh. Is Rex just dating Betty so that he can, get info on the apartments? Yeah, using polls and predictions and stuff. Charles, you'll never guess what we just gambled on. Gambling on basic bodily functions. Yeah, why is Diz so excited for the poop? Because there's a prize. There's a prize if I poop. Her boyfriend. I was on my way to return the key to Mrs. Patrice, but she wasn't home. While I was in the lobby, Betty and her boyfriend turned up. That was when I told them that I was looking after the key. Then Betty's boyfriend said something to her, and she asked to borrow the key. Why the hell would he want to see the room? That's a question I can't answer, I'm afraid. He just stared at me while she asked, and I got the impression he's not someone I'd want to refuse. I'm normally not scat-aligned in things to be excited about. Yeah, oh god, my friend's gonna have such a big shit right now. I'm so happy for them. That would be a little bit strange, huh? BP, I bet 5k that Judo would poop at some time during the stream. Yeah, that was the prediction. Diz went all in. So that's how it happened, and why I went to Betty's room to get the key just now. Hey, Charles. Yeah? Could you lend me the spare key too? Lend it to you? Why? Well, we're all going to be leaving here soon. I thought I'd like to take one last look around. It'd be nice to see what room 205's like. I really have to get it back to Mrs. Patrice, though. I'll make sure you have it back in no time. What do you say? Charles is like, God damn it, again? I'm decidedly not inclined to such, other than fart sounds can often be funny. Yeah, I'm more fart inclined, comedy-wise. I'm not a huge shit inclined comedy-wise, because even if it's fake shit, I get grossed out. Okay, Mr. Hyde, why not? But I expect it back as soon as you've finished looking at the room. Don't sweat it. It'll be back before you know it. Sure. Because Kyle's super knowledgeable, super prompt with things like this. He always remembers to return things on time. I'm going back to my room now. Man, forget D&D alignments. Wait, what? D&D alignments for shits? Shits can be funny, but they rarely are. Yeah. The only shit related thing that I've thought was funny was that one video that you showed me, Cabal, about the guy just shitting all over the restaurant wall or something. If they made a Pokemon bathroom tracker, you'd crush at it. I would, honestly. I've been crushing at the Pokemon sleep tracker. For alignments with what you think is funny. Oh yeah, you know, during the con, when, like we went to get food from that place with like, Oppa, Cabal, and Koro, and y'all went off to the con. We came up with a alignment, a sort of alignment chart for like how people fold their toilet paper. That was a fun time. Yeah, bad grandpa. Charles finishes speaking and heads off. Like, for like how you fold your toilet paper, because for me, I fold my toilet paper like I take like 5 or 6 squares and I fold it in half like 2 or 3 times, and then, you know, wipe and, you know, dispose of it appropriately. So that was like true neutral or something. My sister, she like takes like a few squares and she crumples it up and then she uses it and she throws it in the toilet, and that's like chaotic neutral. Yeah, I take some and crunch it. Yeah, that's like chaotic neutral. And like lawful is like you, or maybe like the folding is, I don't know, because it's kind of hard to go between like lawful. So there's lawful, chaotic, true neutral or something. I remember too, yeah. Same. Do you crumple it up too, Eli? Yeah, chaotic evil is using your hand and also like maybe getting a little shit on the toilet seat. Confirmed goblin cat. And like cleaning up after yourself and stuff, and maybe like using a seat cover. Yeah, lawful good is using a bidet. Yeah. And I don't know what the other ones would be, but it was fun coming up with them. Also, show the cake. Oh hell yeah, let's go, cake time. Ass. Fart in your face. Hey, also, hey Trippy, how's it going? You fold several times over. Yeah, I'm the same here. Cake. Sometimes the shit just escapes. Sometimes it just do. Like sometimes it like plops into the toilet bowl, or like it plops onto the toilet seat. But at least clean it up, okay? Like, I was also telling the gang about this too when we were coming up with this chart, but like Draken's brother for some time would just leave shit on the toilet seat after he was done. Bidet is true neutral because you don't do anything. Bidet is lawful good because it's responsible and conscious of natural resources. It is. I think I agree. Bidet is lawful good. True neutral is like, I don't know, like folding it, right? Because you're just like, okay, I fold it, I'm clean, you know. And then crumpling is like chaotic. Clip this and send this to your SO. Talking about your toilet paper folding habits. The alignment has nothing to do with responsibility. It's based on what you do, Diz. What? Well, like, I feel like lawful is like a bidet, because it's like then you don't really have to do anything after. You just wipe up after the water or like whatever's left over. And I don't think there's like a strict rule. Paper, hand, water. I mean, you still gotta wipe up after yourself when you use a bidet. Because there's gonna be water on your ass otherwise. You don't want to put your underwear back on with water on your ass. Water on this ass. Okay, how do I reset my camera? Okay, there. Also, thank you for the showing the cake redeem. But lawful good is extra considerate, and you go above and beyond to care for others. Disactivated my contrarian. Oh no, the contrarian has been activated. Also, thank you for the clip, Trippy. Cake. I liked singing that. It's better for the environment and your butt. Honestly, yeah, because like I'm so happy that I can use a bidet at home. Like we have one of those attachable ones because I just can't go back. Because my ass is so clean. I don't have to use like toilet paper after toilet paper after toilet paper to wipe up after a messy shit, right? Actually, wait, you do? What do you mean? So, like you have to wipe up after yourself after you use a bidet? Some bidets have like a dryer function. Oh, you mean, do I have a bidet? Yeah, it's in the bathroom that's like right next to my bedroom. So it's like upstairs. Yeah, once you go bidet, you can't go away. It's a little attachable one. My mom wanted to invest in one during when lockdown was happening because we were spending all day at the house. But I ended up using it more than her. So I brought it over to my place. Okay, so wait, what key is this? 205. Oh, we're on the wrong floor then. I thought it was like on his floor, on Charles's floor. I gotta come and visit again just to use my bidet. I mean, I'm already down for you visiting again. I can show you how to use my bidet next time you come. Thank you for the happy Kyle them Turk. Gonna be lurking since I've been meaning to play this myself. Lurk. Ooh, I hope that you have a good time when you play it. Thank you for the lurk though. Enjoy your lurk, your little lily pad nap. Oh, this is an empty room. So Rex and Betty came in here. Did they? Looks like there's like wine bottles or something. Room 205. Oh, some bottles have been left lying on the floor. You're not completely empty. Did this trash get left in here when the last resident moved out? I guess. The varnish on this cabinet has rubbed off in places. There's dust on it everywhere except for the top. It must have been dusted for a reason. Did someone come in here? And if so, what for? There are drawers on this side of the cabinet. Huh. There's some sheets of paper inside the drawer. Huh. Just sheets of paper. Obviously, I went gremlin because this was rigging the metrics so that I'd lose my lawful good status. I'm pretty good with true neutral. I fold mine too, so... There appears to be something on a shelf in the closet. But then what would be neutral? What would be true neutral if lawful good was folding the toilet paper? There has to be something to fill that in. There's a typewriter on the shelf in the closet. Oh, a typewriter. Maybe this was the typewriter that wrote the letter to us. Hang on, a typewriter? The order sheets I got were all done using a typewriter. Yeah, Diz Angie. I don't blame you for being Angie, Diz. I don't think Diz was trying to rig the metric. I think we were just having good fun. Could this be the one they were typed on? I take the typewriter out of the closet and place it onto the tabletop. Okay. Time to have some fun with a typewriter. Is struggling to breathe through laughter. Okay, are y'all like just like having a big laugh about it over there? I'm not sure what the tone is. If this is like poking fun. Okay, okay. Yeah, we're fucking around. Okay, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if you were actually upset about it. Chaotic evil eats the shit. That would be awful. Did y'all ever hear that story of like that Reddit guy who was like, who thought he was into scat, and then when he like hired someone to come over and like do the do with him, he was like, okay, can you like shit in my mouth? And then as soon as like the shit hit his tongue, he realized he's not into it. That's like the awfulest, the worst way to realize you're not actually into something, into a kink. Laughing our asses off. Okay, that's good. No, I'm fine. You wearing is very sweet though. If there's a D&D for Dummies book, I need to read it. I've always wanted to do D&D, but I know nothing about it. Oh yeah, I've come close to doing D&D, but also like, it's a lot of time investment, unless you do like a really short campaign. I told this story. Yeah, I'm not surprised that I've told this story in the past. But I have questions. Yeah, that poor dumb bastard. I mean, like, you know, like maybe you're like really into scat as a concept, and like, yeah, how did he not dabble first? How did he not experiment first? Like, how did he just go straight into the mouth? Like why not like just have, you know, have a girl shit in front of him? I don't know, see if it gets him off that way, but like not straight into his mouth. Yeah, a dumb bastard. Damn, no paper. Okay, we gotta put the paper in. Yeah, just feed in the sheet. All set. Now to try typing something. Let's type something with a T in it. All the T's were kind of skewed on the order sheet. Is I don't think this is enough to prove anything. I think how you approach a toilet paper roll replacement is a good alignment too. Oh, like how so? Like, what, do you like prepare the toilet paper roll before it runs out? Do you replace the toilet paper roll when it runs out? Or do you like just let it run out and then you like don't switch the roll on the toilet paper roll stand, and you just like get a new roll of toilet paper and you just put it on the table beside you? Yeah, like if you replace it, or if you just don't bother, you just get a new roll and you just keep going, you don't replace it. Maybe it's like coffee to him. Smells good, but tastes literally like I don't know about the smells good part. Like, I don't know, some shits can be really rancid. Okay, let's type something. I think it was lowercase t's? Yes, there it is. It's the lowercase t's. Bingo. I have, Chaotic Evil is using the empty roll? Wait, how would you use the empty, like you use the empty roll to wipe? I have no idea how to contribute to this combo. That's totally fine. You can just witness it. You can just witness the combo as it unfolds. Like wiping? Oh my god, yeah, that is pretty chaotic evil. Like, how would you... Guess that proves it. Looks like there's no denying that the order sheet was typed on this typewriter. Maybe that explains why Rex was so keen to get in here. Wait. That might mean that Betty knows something she's not letting on about, too. Okay, so they wanted to get in here to maybe type something? Okay, should we return the key now? Let's do that. I'm so sorry, BP. Yeah, thank you, BP, for dealing with our shit combos. Like, literal shit combos. Maybe they're buzzy? They're buzzy? Okay, Charles. This is vacant as well. Charles said that he was going up to his room. Where the fuck is he? Guess maybe visit Betty? We were supposed to give the ring back to Marie, too. Betty? You there, girl? What is it, Mr. Hyde? I got something to ask you, Betty. It's about room 205. Room 205? You better come in. That was a telling reaction. I really do like how cute her room is. Oh my god, it's an interrogation. We're interrogating her now. Okay. Hey, Betty. Yes, can I help you with something? It was Charles you were talking to in the hallway earlier. I'd like to know why you asked him to lend you the key to room 205. No reason, I just wanted to see what the room was like, that's all. So you went into the room? Maybe. What kind of answer's that? The best you're getting, why are you asking me this? Betty, if you and that Rex guy are up to something, then I've got some questions for you. Now tell me what I want to know. And just what do you mean by up to something? You must have had a real reason to borrow that key. What was it? Now would be a good time to tell me. Yeah, we're just like interrogating Betty all throughout this chapter. There's nothing to tell. Come on, I wasn't born yesterday. It's the truth. Betty. Did you borrow it for Rex? What? There's no use in trying to hide it. Yeah, I feel like Betty wasn't involved in like typing up stuff. I feel like she's just dating Rex, and Rex had an ulterior motive, and like she was helping him. You borrowed the key because he asked you to, right? There's no fooling you, is there, Mr. Hyde? It's true. Rex asked me to borrow the key from Charles. He said he really wanted to use that room. Drying your butt with the restroom hand dryer? But how would you... So you would have to get out of the stall, pants down, and like dry off your butt that way. You know, speaking of being pantsless, have any of y'all watched the movie Anomalisa? It's like a stop motion movie that's really well done, actually. And it like the people are all like really, they're kind of done in a style that's more realistic. Trippy. Let's see, why the hell are you even giving that guy the time of day? You do know what Rex does for a living, don't you? Yeah, I know. He investigates insurance claims. Investigate isn't the word I'd use. He's bad news. Did you know that too? Yes, I know. But it's okay. After all, Mr. Hyde. I understand. I really do. I know he's not really interested in me. Listen, Betty. Also, I know the real reason he started going out with me. Aw, but then why are you still dating him? Are you okay, Betty? Do you have relationship issues? Do you know what he planned to do in room 205? I can't be 100% certain, but this is what he said. He told me that there was something he needed to check. Yeah, Betty. Her expression tells a lot, too. Betty. Was it about Marie? Yes, I think it was. So he's still looking into her, then? How should I know? I don't know whether he's still interested in her or not. I don't know anything. We don't speak anymore. Betty. Like I said, he seemed to be interested in Marie. I noticed it a while back. But after he got what he wanted, he stopped coming here. Yeah, come with us, Betty. Aww. What was his real reason for going out with you? He started going out with me because he wanted to check the situation on the second floor. Betty, what interested him? Was it the tenants? Yes, that's right. He was keen on establishing who was friends with who in their relationships. That's what he came to find out. When I asked him why he was so interested in that, he said he was interested in putting a stop to Marie's accomplice. Accomplice? I don't think she has an accomplice. So he said he got what he wanted. Not in so many words, but I'm sure he did. He kept asking me all these questions about the people that live here. Then, after he'd seen room 205 and taken a look around, he didn't contact me anymore. I didn't even have a number I could use to call him. What? You dated him? You didn't even have his phone number? Okay, I feel like we're not gonna have enough questions to ask her because we didn't click the yellow triangle at that one point. And we'll probably have to redo it, but it'll be quick. What did Rex mean by Marie's accomplice? I have no idea. That was the first and last I ever heard on the subject. But he said he wanted to put a stop to them, right? That's what he said, but I have no idea what he meant. And why should I? After all he did was use me to get what he wanted. Okay, I think that's actually it. That was enough. It's just like you said, Mr. Hyde. I did borrow the key from Charles just so Rex could get inside the room, but I just passed it on to him. I never went into the room myself, so I hope you'll believe me when I say I can't tell you exactly what he did in there. And that's the truth, is it? Cross my heart. Why would I want to lie to you, Mr. Hyde? I don't think you're lying. But if you knew he was only using you, Betty, why'd you stay with him? He was there when I felt lonely. He promised me he'd always be there for me. Guess he would say that. But I knew even then, I knew he wasn't the type of man who keeps his promises. You may not want to hear what I think, but here goes. Men often go for lonely women. Maybe it's love, maybe not. I don't know. If loneliness brings you together, you'll be even lonelier when it ends. Yeah, oh, Betty. Mr. Hyde. Come on, Betty. You can't go around wearing a face like that. Oh, really? I can't believe I'm getting relationship advice from you. But it's true. You can't go moping around forever. And besides, smiling suits you. Oh, he's so smooth. Oh, damn. And he was roasting her earlier, too. Can I ask you something, Mr. Hyde? Why is it that you're so interested in Rex? 'Cause he's hot. Just kidding. Is it because you spoke to Marie? Did you believe what she told you? There are a number of things about her insurance claim that interest me. I'm curious about the whole incident. About that. Let me guess. You heard about me once being a detective from Rex, right? Yeah, he did mention it. Thought he might have. Did he say anything else? No, just that. I see. Betty, did you ever see Rex posting a letter to anybody here? A letter? I've never seen him with a letter. Okay, if I come up with any more questions about Rex later on, would you mind answering them for me? No, not at all. Right, I better be going. Of course. And we're out of Betty's room. Bye-bye, Betty. I hope you feel better soon. So now I know that the mysterious order sheet came from the typewriter in 205. Also, I discovered that Rex is trying to uncover a possible accomplice to Marie. What's Rex's connection to that order? Not only that, the engraved mark on Marie's ring and the one on the 4th floor, what do they mean? I think it's time I gathered my thoughts about all that's happened. It's quiz time! Oh my god. Welcome to my Kyle X Betty Hurt Comfort Fic 25k words. Holy shit. And it has like 13 chapters too. Ketty, Bile. I think I like Ketty better. Bile does not sound nice. Because it sounds like bile, like vomit. Hey, I woke up on December 23rd with a hangover and a dry throat to boot. I grabbed a drink from the vending machine in the lobby, then called Rachel. She told me about the Hotel Cape Westgate emblem. It was the emblem, an emblem in the shape of a condor. Bile! At Lucky's Cafe, Claire talked to me about a matter concerning her dad. Oh yeah, we still need to ask Sydney about, like, if he has a girlfriend or not. And then we have to return the 205 key, and we have to return the ring to Marie. After that, I came across Marie in the 2nd floor hallway, coming out of Betty's room. I returned to my room and called Red Crown. Ed was there, and he had some light to shed on Frank's past. He told me he was disgraced by Hugh Speck. Frank lost the poison wine bottle. Right. During an internal investigation when Frank was in his 40s, his name came up. It was Ed's ex-boss, Hugh Speck, that was responsible. Scorned Sleuth is my ship name for them. I don't think I've ever come up with, like, ship names other than, like, just a combination of the two people's names before. Like Kaoshin for Kaoru and Shinji. Betty came to my room to explain why Marie had paid her a visit before. Marie wanted Betty to buy something from her. It was a ring. Marie asked Betty to buy her ring for $500. Betty was concerned about the diamond being fake, so she gave it to me to check. I decided Dylan might be able to help. I went to see Dylan in his room, and while he was on the phone, I used his magnifying glass to take a closer look at Marie's ring. I discovered a small mark. It was identical to the one Dylan had sketched in his book. It was a condor. I found a condor in Dylan's notebook and on the ring. Charles told me he had lent something to Betty. It was the spare key to room 205, and she had borrowed it on behalf of Rex. I got the key from Charles and took the opportunity to take a look around 205 myself. I tried out a typewriter I found there and discovered when I pressed the T, the resulting print was higher than the rest of the letters. This matched with the order sheet I received. I tried to find out if this was Rex's handiwork by putting the pressure on Betty. Unfortunately, talking to her didn't answer this question. The riddle behind the condor appearing on both Marie's ring and in room 406, together with Frank's connection to the incident 13 years ago. With past and present colliding like this, I'm left with even more questions. There's still no concrete link between these events and the lost Scarlet Star. And we close the book on another chapter of Last Window. Save your progress? Yes. Oh yeah, the next chapter is when we're going to be having our dinner with Mila and Rachel. Looking forward to that. That's probably going to be like a cutscene later. What chapter is... well, it's going to show what chapter this is now. December 24th. Bank. Condor. Past and present. Christmas Eve. Okay, the words weren't as funny this time. Chapter 7. Damn, we're almost done with the game. I believe there's 10 chapters? It's gonna be a dinner minigame. Eat the food for Kyle while trying to fend off questions. Oh yeah, we have to buy something for Mila too. There's so much shit that we have to do. Opa, it's cooking, mama. Wednesday, December 24th. I head into town for the afternoon. My mission is simple, to find something nice for Rachel and Mila for when I meet them later. With all that's been on my mind lately, I realized that I've been less irritated by Christmas. Less than usual anyway. Now, though, it doesn't take me long to return to my former self. No matter where I go, all I hear are Christmas songs. I pass parents and children's. I pass parents and children, lovers, their face brimming with happiness. All of them clutching their precious Christmas gifts. I hate this time of year. Oh, there's the happy Kyle to balance his, like, grumpiness for Christmas. It makes him remember how lonely he is. Gotta shake this out of my head and refocus myself. As I attempt to do so, I stop dead in my tracks. Before me, in front of a nearby building, stands a huge, brightly lit Christmas tree. There's nothing really special about this tree, but something about the star draws me in. Before I know it, I find I've been staring at the star for the last few minutes. I've been trying not to, but I finally give in and think about what Christmas means to me. Aww. Thank you for the wellness pack. Okay, sit up straight. Oh no, he's gonna think about his dead dad. Kyle, the cure for loneliness is companionship. Yeah, but who's he gonna be a companion to? He shot his boyfriend. I cast my mind back to 25 years ago. My dad had just been killed, and my mom had fled this town with me in tow. We just started our new lives in Manhattan. Rachel, yeah, but I feel like they're more like friends. They kind of flirt with each other, but they keep a distance. Friends can hurt, yeah, especially when you aren't really cut out for friendships. He's got a lot on his plate. My mom and I walked the streets of Manhattan that day, not knowing a soul. It was Christmas Eve then, too. Neither my mom nor I dared to buy anything, or look at anything, or even talk. We just kept silently walking hand in hand through the cold, wintry streets. That was the day I learned to hate the sound of Christmas songs. I kind of ship Kyle and Rachel. I do too, honestly. She's very nice. I can't find anything good for Rachel or Mila. The promise I made to Rachel about tonight rings in my ears as I make my way back. When you're too depressed to buy a Christmas present. Maybe if he'd stop sniffing up other people's business, and maybe he'd have more time to sort his own affairs. Maybe. But maybe he sniffs up other people's business so he can stop thinking about his own shit. My buzzer suddenly sounds. Who's that? Mila! Mila! Oh, yeah, she's so cute! She's so cute! Hello, Kyle. Are you on your own? Kyle, I wanted to tell you something, Kyle. Tell me something. What is it? Well, you can only pass the buck so long before it's due. Yeah. Tell me something. What is it? Did something happen to you? Come in, we can talk inside. I'm sorry I wasn't here when you called in the other day, Mila. That's alright. I should have let you know I was coming first, anyway. She is pretty, yeah. She's grown a lot in the last year. And she's more expressive, too. Before, she was, like, very, she always had, like, a solemn expression. She still does, too, but... at least that's what Rachel said. She told me to call before I come and see you next time. I see. Aw, her little nod. As far as I knew, we were planning on meeting up tonight. Rachel told you about dinner, right? Yes, she told me. But the dinner's been canceled. Huh? Got something better lined up? No, not me. Rachel. Oh, is Rachel on a date with someone else? That's what I came to tell you, Kyle. She can't come and have dinner with us. Why not? I thought she was looking forward to it. She can't go because Ed's been taken to the hospital. Ah! Ed, no! Is he okay? What? When did that happen? Just this morning. There was a call from the hospital this morning saying that he'd been admitted. Rachel left shortly afterwards. Why the hell didn't somebody tell me about this straight away? Ed said not to. He was very clear about it. He said it was just the same old, same old. Or same old, same old. Nothing to fuss about. Yeah, because he's an idiot. Kyle, what did he mean by same old, same old? His heart, that's what. He has a heart problem. If he gets stressed, he gets these spasms in his heart. He's been told 1,000,000 times to go to the hospital if he's not feeling right. Are you worried about him, Kyle? Damn right I am. His laid-back attitude about this really pisses me off. I can see. But with somebody as capable as Rachel nearby, I'm a little less worried. If anything happens, no matter how much Ed protests, Rachel lets me know. Diz just gave me a taro mochi. Ooh, that sounds good. I hope it's tasty. That's what she told me too. If anything happens to him, she'll let you know. Glad to hear we're on the same wavelength. Are we going to be spending time with Mila today then? Anyway, I'm really sorry that we have to take a rain check on that meal. I promise I'll make it up to you once he's out of the woods. I'll take you and Rachel out for a meal then. Kyle, I have to go back to Seattle tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? You're already leaving? I've got to finish a picture. I have to get my winter project done as soon as I can. Oh, is she an artist? I forget what she's doing in college. I'm glad it was very tasty. I sometimes think I take too much time with my pictures. The time just flies by. Can't be helped, I suppose. These are from Sakyo, comforting and soft, just like his personality. Aww. I wonder if that's Rachel. Can I answer it? Sure, go ahead. Oh no, what if it's not Rachel? Hello? Yes, that's right. No. I'll pass you over. It's not Rachel, Kyle. Then who is it? I don't know, but it's a woman. The plot thickens. Might be my mom? Hello? It is my mom. It's me, Kyle. Mom? Oh no. Who was the girl answering the phone? Oh no, don't get a misunderstanding, Mom. This girl is like half my age. Just a friend. I see. Well, it is Christmas Eve, I suppose. I'm happy for you, Kyle. Happy that you're not planning on spending the rest of the day by yourself. Yeah, she's just a friend, Mom. Slow down there. She's really just a friend. You shouldn't go jumping to conclusions. Oh, I see. Aren't you going to tell me a bit about her? Now's not really the time, Mom. It's really a long story. It's really a long story. It's like the whole entire previous game. I'm not trying to back you into a corner or anything. You don't have to tell me. I'm not going to hold on too long. Just so you know. I just wanted to let you know that I've sent you a small package. A package? Yes, you know, a present. It is Christmas after all. That's not like you, Mom. Didn't we agree that we wouldn't do all that exchanging gifts business? But it's a special year this year. This Christmas, you're the same age as your father was. Merry Christmas, Kyle. Oh, God. It's really been that long? Oh, no. Just a friend, as though friendship is just a trifle. Yeah, but, you know, when your mom goes and like, oh, yeah, I'm glad that you found someone to spend time with. I'm like, yeah, she's not my girlfriend. But, oh, wow, okay. And then he just, you know, hangs up. I get you, Kyle. When your mom is like, hey, you were the same, like, I'm gonna send you a present this year because you're the same age that your father was when he died. Mila. That was my mom on the phone. Your mom? Yeah. She's living by herself in New Jersey. She calls me from time to time. She lives on her own? What about your dad? He's not around anymore. He passed away when I was 9. I'm sorry, I didn't know. So if he passed away when he was 9, and it's been 25 years since, Kyle is 34? No. Yeah, Kyle's like 34 or 33. So I guess Mila's like 19 now, so a little bit more than half his age, but yeah, that would be very weird, Champ, if they were together. Especially since she has like the kind of the mental age of how old she was when she got into a coma. So I think she was in a coma for 8 years, starting when she was 10. So she's only had like a year as like an adult, really. Guess I never got round to filling you in on my past. Now that I think about it, I don't really know much about you, Kyle. But you know pretty much all there is to know about me. Mila doesn't have any family. Instead, she has a huge blank space in her memory. She lost her mom in a plane crash as a child and was raised by her dad, who ran a gallery. Oh, we're getting a little exposition on her. Yeah, she'd be more like a sis or a niece, yeah. He's kind of like a father figure to her, now that, you know, she doesn't have any family. Her dad got mixed up in the incident at Hotel Dusk that caused her memory loss. After that, she spent the best part of 10 years... 10 years in a coma. I thought it was only 8. 10 years in a coma in a hospital bed. By the time she had awoken, her dad had been killed. Kyle. Yeah? Do you remember Christmas last year? Just about. You decorated that Christmas tree in the storage room of the hotel. It was so beautiful. Oh, I remember that part of the game. Glad you liked it. More than liked it, it was wonderful. I'll never forget how pretty it was. Whenever I think of Christmas, I have the image of that tree in my head. You know what? So do I. Her precious smile! I've just remembered, Kyle. Rachel gave me something to give to you. It's a Christmas present. She did? Yes. She got it all ready to take to the meal. But since we're not going, we better have it now. Happy Kyle! Oh, what is this? Oh, is this like wine or something? Thank you, I received a bottle of wine. Place the bottle of wine carefully by the sink. You know, this wine is my favorite. Thanks for bringing it along, Mila. That's not all. I have a present for you from me, too. For me? Oh, Kyle's like how I feel whenever I get presents, but I don't have any ready. He's like, what? Y'all are giving me presents? There's nobody else here. I hope you like it. Wow, it's... Oh, damn, that's a really good picture. It's me. I did it myself. I received a picture that Mila drew. Now that's what I call a unique present. I think you might have glossed over a few of my rough edges, though. Yeah! Mila's studying at an art college in Seattle. She managed to find something she enjoys and is really giving it her all. There must be tons of things she finds tough, and some that other girls take for granted. But she's come a long way from the silent young girl she was when I first met her. I'm sorry, but I haven't got anything to give you, Mila. I'll get you something next year, though, I promise. I'm not sure I can wait until then. Come on, don't put me on a guilt trip. I'm not trying to, but the truth is, there's something I'd like. What is it? Have a guess. Is it a hug? Is it a hug? Does she want a hug? I'm drawing a blank. I've got no idea. Oh, a picture by him! I'd like a picture by you. A picture? Yes, I'd like you to draw me. Not likely. Among other things, I don't even have a sketchbook. Yeah, it's an art trade. Not to mention, I'm not really the artistic type. You know, when an artist asks a non-artist to draw them something, they don't really expect, they don't really want it to be like a perfect drawing or something. They just want something that you made. Even if it's like a stick figure. Yeah, it's the only thing she asked for. Just draw her a stick figure, please. Mila, so you won't draw me then? Yeah, they want the sentiment. Okay, you twisted my arm. I'll give it a shot. I hope you don't mind me doing it in my notebook, though. Are we gonna draw her? Are we? Oh my god, are we drawing her? Oh god, I gotta draw her with a mouse? Oh shit. Is this an undo? Okay. I gotta try my best for her. Oh, it only does one undo. Okay. I can use the eraser. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay, that's about all I'm doing. That's all I'm gonna do with this because, oh god. Drawing with a mouse and also drawing on a DS is a lot. Okay, Mila, here's your drawing gift. There. Here it is. Just don't throw it back in my face, alright? That turned out so good though, thank you. It would have been even more fun to draw on actual DS. Thank y'all. I mean, it is up my alley, drawing anime girl. Thank you, Kyle. Oh, you're so pretty. Yeah, she's so happy. You sure you really want this? Yes, I love it. I'm so happy. Yeah, Kyle, shut the fuck up. She's so happy. Can't you see by the look on her face? You know, there's a little cafe downstairs. What would you say to grabbing a coffee or something? Kyle, let's skip the cafe. There's somewhere else I'd rather go. Oh, damn. Mila's like really, how do you say it? She's more upfront about what she wants now. She's like, you know what? Let's just go somewhere else. I want to go somewhere else. Yeah, Kyle, don't ruin this for her. Oh, and where would that be? The roof of this building. The roof? This isn't exactly a skyscraper, you know. I don't think the view's gonna be that great. I'm not interested in the scenery. I just want to see the lighthouse up close. Right, I never thought that kind of thing would interest you. Still, if that's what you'd like to do, let's get going. Really? Thank you. Now we're attached at the hip. We're gonna have to find a way to get to the roof, though. It's kind of blocked off by trash. Mr. Hyde. Charles? I was on my way to your place to see you. Are you on your way out? Oh, we have to return the key back to him. Surely you haven't forgotten? Kyle. And who's this you're with? Sorry, Mila, but could you mind taking the elevator up to the roof? Oh yeah, the elevator works now. I'll join you up there shortly. Okay. Remember when Kyle was like, I'll return the keys so fast you won't even realize it's gone? I knew this shit would happen. He always forgets. Even when I try to do it as the player, Kyle just like, yeah. Who's that person you were with, Mr. Hyde? She was very pretty. Is she your girlfriend? No, nothing like that. She's a close friend of mine. Close friend, I see. But forget all that. What did you want me for, anyway? I'd like you to return the spare key to room 205, as we agreed. Yeah, I think Charles has had enough of my shit. He's kind of gotten the short end of the Kyle stick for him, like, multiple times. The Kyle stick. Mr. Hyde, so what do you think of room 205? Wasn't as special as I hoped. Just a bare floor and a whole load of dust. The view's a lot better from my room, too. Is that so? Well, Mr. Hyde, I must be going. Charles moves away and out of sight. Time to use the elevator. Old-timey elevator. Okay, so let's see, button. There's a 4. There's a padlock on 4. Push the button for the roof. Wow! Look at the roof PNG. Okay, that looks a lot better. Now, where's Mila got to? Is she not here? Mila? Oh, there she is. What's this? There's a towering lighthouse monument on the roof. It's the defining symbol of Cape West and has been ever since it was a hotel. Huh, that's interesting. Mila. Kyle? So, what did you think of the lighthouse? To be honest, it looked a lot bigger from the ground. It's actually pretty small when you see it up close. 3D, DS 3D graphics. Smaller than you thought, huh? Did I say something wrong, Kyle? No, it's not that. I was just thinking about something. What were you thinking about? Just that when I first came up here to see the lighthouse, I thought the same thing. That's quite a coincidence. Crunchy 3D. Sure is. Say, Kyle, why is there a lighthouse on top of this building anyway? 13 years back, this place used to be known as Hotel Cape West. I guess they were aiming for something that made it sound a little more coastal. So they figured throwing a lighthouse on top would really exemplify that. So I suppose you could say the best use of the lighthouse is to guide people safely through the crowded streets of the city. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Now that I think about it, when I arrived in this town 4 years ago, I came across the lighthouse and something just felt different. I didn't even bother looking at any other places. I just knew I had to live here. Kyle. Yeah? Is there something on your mind? Why'd you ask? Do you ever worry about things or get lonely? Is there anything that's troubling you? What makes you say that, Mila? I don't know. It just came to me after seeing the lighthouse. Yeah, there's something on my mind that I'm not sure about. When I get lost in my thoughts, I sometimes feel like a boat drifting through the night. No lighthouse to beckon me in, just the menacing darkness and the waves. When I get like this, I just find myself counting the minutes till morning comes. Morning? Yeah. It doesn't matter how dark the nights are, there's always light at dawn. Always light at dawn. Right. There's no need for you to worry like this, though, Mila. You're not alone. If you ever find yourself lost in the darkness, just remember, morning is on its way. I'll always be here for you, too. Oh, that's so sweet! Kyle. If you head round to the other end of the roof, there's a good view of the city. Want to take a look? Yes, please. Mila walks to the other end of the roof. Yeah, that was a very sweet moment. I'm glad that we got some Mila and Kyle time. Yeah, this is some end of the game stuff. It really is. Thank you for the head pack and the head pack? Head pat and the wellness pack. Alright, stretch. Some water. You can see the park from here. I can see it. I sometimes take myself over there for a stroll. I find my favorite bench and just sit there in a world of my own. From time to time, a black cat comes by too. Black cat? Yeah, I think he figures that I'm gonna give him something to eat. He's pretty cute, with a star on his left eye. A star? Wow, he sounds cute. I guess I won't be seeing him anymore after leaving this place, though. You're leaving? Yeah, I am. We've all been told to vacate the apartments. This building won't even be standing here next year. The lighthouse will be gone too? I'm afraid so. Mila, are you okay? It's just... Hearing that's made me a little sad. Do you want to go back down? Yes, I think I should. No problem. I'll come downstairs with you. Well, now we're back at the attached at the hip. Boo, 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 boo. I didn't realize that there was like a little bench on the inside. Guess ground floor? Oh, there's a little picture of the both of us in here. Huh? Oh no. Damn it, has this thing stopped? Kyle, I'm scared. It's nothing to worry about. It'll get going again soon. We should probably ring the emergency bell. The hell? That's weird. The buttons aren't working. What are we supposed to do now? Nothing. I need to get someone's attention. Huh? Could have sworn I just heard something. Must be going crazy. No luck. Someone might come if I keep making noise. I hope anyway. I like just like going over to Dylan. He's like, huh? What's that? There it is again. Of course, it's coming from the elevator. Better go check it out. Thank you for coming to the rescue, Dylan. Please, save us. The elevator starts moving again. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you very much. Oh, hello. I didn't expect you to be right there. Yeah, thank you for always lurking, Dylan. What? Dylan. Mr. Hyde. So you were making all that noise in the elevator just now. Yeah, Dylan, help! What's going on in there? We were on our way down from the roof and the elevator just stopped. It just stopped. Yeah, no warning or anything, hence the panic. After we banged on the door and shouted, it just started moving again. That'd be because I pressed the button. Obviously, the external buttons are working, so I'm guessing that the ones inside are the cause of the problem. Whatever you did, it got the thing moving. Can't believe this happened so soon after the maintenance, though. Sorry about that. I'll get the elevator people on the phone later and get them to check it again. You do that. Just one thing, though. A favor. Could you avoid mentioning this to Mrs. Patrice? If she gets wind of this, she's bound to kick up a fuss. You know what she's like. Sure, no problem. Okay, I'm going to contact the elevator people. Dylan marches away. Yeah, Dylan's like, what in tarnation is with all the fucking racket? Why is it so fucking loud? Kyle, are you okay, Mila? I'm a little shaken, but I'm fine. Anyway, I really should go. Time to leave, eh? Perhaps Rachel will be with us the next time we meet. Be nice to catch up with her, too. Bye, Mila! I wish I could have given you a hug, but Kyle's not the type of guy who'd give people hugs. Mila. Okay, so... what do I do next? Huh? Oh, it's Tony! Tony? Oh, hey, Hyde. You certainly know how to pick your moments to turn up. What's he so happy about? Turn up, turn up. Gonna have to take Kyle to Hug Academy to learn that shit, yeah. Learn some fucking... expressing affection for people. What's happening? I need your help. Haven't got any cash to spare. It's not about cash, man. I was just outside when the mailman was delivering this little package. There's no one else around, so I had to sign for it. A little package? Yeah, it's addressed to Mags. Thing is, I was wondering if you'd take it to her instead of me. Okay, okay. Yeah, you haven't got the rent for her yet anyway, right? Bingo! Didn't take you long to figure me out. I'll help you out this time, but you get your act together and pay her the damn money. Yes, sir. So this is the small package. Kyle, why am I so lonely? Hugs. Am I a joke to you? Hug someone. I receive a package for Mags. I'll be sure it gets to her. I'm counting on you, man. Oh, while I remember, don't tell me you want another favor. No, just wondered what you're doing this evening. I had plans, but they kind of fell through. Oh, and on Christmas Eve, too. How about joining me for a drink, then? I'll be honest, I don't like the idea of you sponging me off to drink all night. Sponging off me to drink all night. Come on, it's Christmas Eve. I have no plans to sponge anything off you. Anyway, keep yourself free this evening, you hear? I'll give you a shout a little later. I've got a split now, Hyde. Yay, we just had a hangover yesterday and we're gonna go drinking again tonight. Tony makes his exit. Gotta love the cycle of hangovers. I'll give you a little shit. Hello, Mr. Hyde. Is there something I can help you with? I picked up a small package in the lobby that was addressed to you. Just thought I'd help it reach you safely. I see, that's very kind of you. Please, do come inside. Her fancy waiting area. Mrs. Patrice. Here's your package. Here you go. Thank you. I wonder, who would be sending me a package? There doesn't appear to be a name for the sender. Oh, Mrs. Patrice. This package, it's... What is it? Mags places the small package onto the table with shaking hands. Would you mind opening it for me, Mr. Hyde? Is it dangerous? Is it a dangerous package? I'm gonna save. No! No! I just loaded the state instead of saving it. No! No! I was gonna do a save state! And I accidentally loaded it. Ah! It's okay, it's not that much, to play, but, okay. Let me... I don't think I saved ever since the beginning of the chapter. You know that pain? Yeah, this is giving me flashbacks to your Etrian Odyssey stream, except I didn't... Except I didn't overwrite, like, the battery save. So if I load here, it should start at the beginning of the chapter. That save state was before the beginning of the chapter. Yeah, it's Control-Z and futility. Oh no. No! Did I not save? Okay, so I was already thinking about ending stream soon anyway. I don't know where this save was. We wouldn't have to play much, but yeah, this is 3 p.m. chapter 6. Fuck. I will catch up off stream to where we just were in Mags's place. Yeah, I was thinking of ending like before, like after we did whatever we had to do for Mags, but now I'm definitely ending because I'm not gonna try and catch up with that on stream. Like, we just played through that. Thank you for the head pat, y'all. God, I was gonna save it. How did I accidentally load a save instead of saving it? Thank you for the head pat. Yeah, we got to see Happy Mila again. We didn't get to see another Happy Kyle because he didn't get dressed in the morning. Not Happy Kyle. We didn't get to see another shirtless Kyle because they skipped over him getting dressed and waking up in the morning. But hopefully we can do that the next day. God damn it. Alright, so that's it for today. I just find it so funny. Because at least I won't have to like backtrack that much more. But let's see if there's anyone that I want to raid. Thank y'all. Yeah, it's tragic but funny because I'm just like, ah! Thank y'all for spending time with me today. It was very fun. I'm glad that the prediction came true. Rep. I'm glad that y'all helped me take a shit today during stream. Thank you for the applause. Pachi, pachi, pachi. But yeah, let's see. I I want to raid Crude. He's doing some game jam stuff. He started streaming before me, but he tends to have kind of long streams. So hopefully he'll stream a bit more after. Yeah, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for the quote too, Opal. Glad y'all helped me take a shit on stream. Okay, raid. All mommy milkers are created equal. That is very true. And for the raid message, feel free to use this one if you have my emotes. And then use this one if you don't have my emotes when we get on over to Crude's place. Let's see. And then I'll see y'all again next week. We're gonna have streams on the more unusual days again because I have something going on Wednesday, and then next Saturday my roommate is going to be throwing a big party at our place, so I might do an earlier stream than usual, or I might just stream on like Friday instead because I don't want to deal with the noise. So keep an eye out for the schedule that I'll be posting tomorrow, and I'll see y'all again next week or in the Discord server. I'm trying to find the wave. Bye-bye! I'll see y'all. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Thank y'all again.